Hey guys, Benjamin's back here again. So I had initially set quite a bit of a longer video here for how to use GitHub, but I didn't think that that really did much justice. So I'm just going to kind of show you firsthand the basics of GitHub. So let's just assume that you already know how to sign up, and creating a new repository is quite simple. You just hit the plus button and click New Repository, then you choose a name for it. The name of this repository will be devnode.me. And now, I just basically wanted to show you step by step how you can get this set up, just doing it from the command line. Command line is a little bit intimidating at first, but you can find some additional resources online and really wrap your head around it, and it's not too bad to get up to speed. So the application that I'm using for this on Windows is called Commander. Great command line tool, and it really gives you Linux and Unix environment sort of functionality. If you don't know what Linux and Unix are, no worries. I'll still show you the basic commands. So to get started, what we want to do is change directories, because right now we're in our home directory, or the user's directory. The user on this profile that I'm using is called fun. So what I'm going to want to do is change directory to desktop. So I'm going to type cd, short for change directory, and then I'm going to begin to type desktop, and I'm just going to hit the tab key on my keyboard. Now as you can see, that auto completes the path for me. And I'm going to start typing the next folder that I want to navigate into, which I already know is spac.co, so I just hit tab again, and that auto fills it. And cool. So we're in that directory now, as you can see, and I want to see what's in that directory, so I'm going to do ls. ls stands for list. Now, as you can see, it pops out a large list of several different files and folders. The files are listed mostly as white or gray color here, and the folders or directories are listed as this blue color. Now, depending upon the theme or version that you're using of your terminal, the colors may be different, but pretty much the same principle. You'll see file endings at the end of files and a slash at the end of directories. All right, so I'm going to want to go into member tools. So just like we did before with change directory, we're just going to do cd, begin to type member, and then I'm just going to hit the tab key, and as you see, it automatically fills it out for us. Now our directory has changed to member tools. We can do ls once again just to see what's in there. Okay, and as you can see, I was working on a couple of different projects here. LinkedIn AutoConnect, a free version, and I was going to do a paid version. So let's go ahead and make our directory for our new project. So this is a new command. We're just going to do mkdir, which is short for make directory. And we're just going to add a space. And for this project, we're just going to call it the same project name that we had here on GitHub. So I just did a Control-C to copy the text and Control-V to paste it into the terminal. Once it's pasted in, I'm just going to hit enter, and it's created. Now, one thing to note with terminal, it may be confusing to some people at first. If you don't see any message or anything like that pop up, that means that your operation was successful. Otherwise, you'll see an error message pop up. Just to verify that we did actually create that correct folder, let's just do ls. Now, as you can see, we have the dev node directory. So let's cd into that. Cool, and we're automatically there. Now we can just follow these step-by-step instructions, and this might be a little intimidating at first, but you will repeat this process for practically every new GitHub project that you create. So you get familiar with it relatively quickly. Now, for these commands, I'm just going to Control-C and then Control-V into the terminal. So this command is creating our README file, and this is in Markdown. If you're not familiar with Markdown syntax, I can always create another video for you guys if you're interested. Or you can definitely look it up on YouTube or Google. There are some fantastic free tutorials out there. Alrighty, and last line. Cool. So what did this do for us before I go ahead and refresh the page? Essentially, we are echoing out, or it's a way to kind of print this text to a file of readme.markdown. Then in GitHub, in Git, we're just initiating Git. Then inside Git, we're also going to make sure that we're adding this to our most current commit. And then we are labeling the commit with a message, and our message is first commit. Make sure that we have that wrapped in double quotes. Then what we're doing is we're adding basically a location to where we want to be able to upload or push the readme.markdown that we just created. So this is basically just saying, hey, whenever we want to upload and update this repository, we're just going to be sending it right here. As you can see, same URL. And then finally, with this last command, we're just going to push up to origin master. And the origin and master right now is just this. So let's go ahead and refresh our page. Now, as you can see, the text that we echoed out does show up in our readme.markdown. And in GitHub, anything that's in a readme.markdown will be displayed here. And you can also see the list of files that will be uploaded and the comment that we added. So that's pretty much all you need to know to get started with GitHub. Obviously, there's a bit more to it, but just to get started with this project, that's pretty much all you need. Well, thanks again for watching this video. Again, this is Benjamin Spack with Spack.co, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out on our Discord chat, or you can also reach me on Twitter, twitter.com/BenjaminSpack, and see you guys next time.